Hey there, what's going on everyone? My name is Rabbit and welcome to episode 64 of our playthrough for Grandia 2 Anniversary Edition. As you can see, we are ready to kickstart this episode with a battle against none other than, yes, the very elusive, very infamous Melphis himself. So as a brief recap, we finally made it back to the castle from the underground plant after taking out a robot-like being named Tio. We decided to just grant her freedom as opposed to recruiting her on our party once we had removed the claws of Valmar from her. Well, technically, I guess the claws were possessing her, so I don't know. We separated them? I don't know. But Millennia absorbed the claws, so that's probably its own set of problems right there that will come about at some point in the future. But nevertheless, once we sort of freed Tio, absorbed the claws, came to speak with Roan's father once again about everything that transpired beneath the castle, but Melphis kind of got to him first, knocked him out, and now we're ready to deal a swift ass whooping in the form of revenge. Well, on Ryudo's end, it doesn't seem like revenge so much as he was just anxious and sad to see his brother in this state again. So I don't know what is going on. It seems something happened and possibly Melphis is possessed by a form of Valmar or a body part of Valmar himself. I couldn't tell you guys. At this point, all I can do is theorycraft, but it is sad. You can tell Ryudo had a pretty good relationship with his brother at some point in the past, and for whatever reason, that changed. But enough about that. Let's get to what is at hand, and as you can see, I want to focus on, as usual, the buffs and debuffs, just in case we are supposed to defeat him. And I say defeat with air quotes because it might be such that once we take him down to a certain amount of HP... What the fuck are you doing, Melphis? But it might be such that as soon as we take him down to a certain amount of HP, he'll just end the fight and be like, oh, you're stronger than I thought you were, and then he'll run away like a pussy. You guys know how it goes, but woo, Millennia. She took a beating there. I will be sure to heal her up. And dude, this guy moves so fast. And Merrig, are you going to attack? I guess he's so slow. Let me go ahead and just heal. And then Merrig can go ahead and bring up all of our attacks. Although I don't know if I'll stick with auto-attacking. I don't know, we'll have to see. I think Melphis is just a single unit, so I'm not sure what the advantage would be to the big spells. We'll just see. But I do not want anyone dying. Oh, or he has parts. Alright, I was wrong. He has a sword, a regenerator, which I will probably take out first. Now, before any more of that, let's go ahead and try to bring down their defense one more time. And then I think we'll be okay to go. We still need to see Millennia's new Valmar spell. Actually, I don't think I will do that. What I will do... I think instead, let's go ahead and check out Grudging Claws. Again, the description says that it splits enemy with claw power, and it is for one single target. We'll focus the regenerator. Okay, Melphis. Alright, I have to say, as an aside, since we know for sure Melphis is Ryudo's older brother, I don't really see a resemblance. And it's not just because he has blue hair versus Ryudo's brown. I honestly don't think they look alike at all. Okay, you need to stop. Is there anything else we want to do, friends? I could boost us up one more time. I'm not sure. I should probably be putting points into dig in, huh? That might be good. Alright, I will do runner one more time. Roan's spellcasting times are out of this world. He is so fast. Okay. Merrig. Oh god, you are muted. But that's fine. I think we can just go ahead and try auto-attacking, and let's just see. Let's just see how much damage we can get off. And I think for you, Ryudo, if we can get poison applied, it's worth a shot, right, friends? I don't know, I always second guess myself, and I don't know why. These fights don't require that much thought processing, but for whatever reason, hey, someone got a counter, or did he counter me? That is probably what happened, because look at Roan and Millennia. He is tough. Holy shit. Maybe I need to continuously... Oh, perhaps we can't damage him? Well, whatever. Let's just sit back and enjoy a new spell. Ugh. But he's blocking everything, so I guess it is just going to be one of those fights that we have to lose. Are you guys getting that impression? Although it might also be that we need to just survive a certain amount of time. I never know. You know, some people tend to hate these kinds of battles where it's like, I'm not sure what the objective is. Clearly, victory is not that. So what is it? Is it a time survival mode? Is it just everyone needs to die? Because if it was more straightforward, then, you know, you could just let everyone die. Don't waste all your magic. Don't waste all your fucking time, basically. Well, there went Millennia. Rest in peace, Millennia. But I'm thinking that's what's supposed to happen, because we're not doing any damage to him in spite of the debuffs we apply to him and the buffs we apply to ourselves. And it wouldn't make sense. Oh my gosh, that's pretty cool. And it kind of fits the theme of Ryudo also making multiple forms of himself. So it looks like we just needed to wait for that. Okay, I kind of guessed as much, so I'm really not surprised. Hey! Wait, did he just jump out the window? Oh, is it me now, or is it you, King? Oh, God, he is haggard as fuck, you guys. Okay, before we read what the King has to say, I think it's interesting that Tio came back and saved us-ish, if you want to say she saved us. And yet, Merrig still seems to be turning her down. Come on, Merrig. Why not have a side chick? Roan and Tio? Come on. Those are some wild parties waiting to happen. Anyway, the King says we shall regain our pride. We shall. Really? King, this is kind of your fault. Are we the people of darkness after all? We fought on the side of darkness long ago, but how long must we bear that burden? Why must we be the people of darkness? Roan. Oh, I didn't even realize it was Elena again. It's like they're not even trying to have a seamless transition between Millennia and Elena anymore. Kids, snap out of it. Don't get soft on me. Not here. Not now. This sudden lapse of intestinal fortitude ill suits you. Perhaps my memory is faulty, but I recall a lad cut from stronger cloth. Even you, Merrick, you guys need to get it together. Are you really shit-talking Roan? You are who you choose to be, Roan. Your ancestors are dead, and unless you want to join them right now, you'll let the past be. I mean, I guess Ryudo knows kind of what he's talking about. He just had a pretty weird confrontation with his brother and sort of is having to accept that he's possessed by Valmar and probably not ever going to be the person he once knew him as. Millennia herself noted that Melphis has the horns of Valmar, so I guess there is another body part for us to eventually either absorb or destroy. I guess we'll find out which. Nevertheless, Ryudo continues by stating, "Didn't you learn anything about the world when you were away from your kingdom?" "You are right. I have seen the world outside. I've been thinking long and hard about the meaning of the people of darkness and the gate of darkness. But I see now that they are nothing more than names that keep us bound to things left forgotten. They are meaningless. We must all think for ourselves. I've had it blindly following tradition. That is not a life." Or I've had it with blindly following tradition. Then what would you do? Choose carefully your course. Come on, kids, spit it out. You know the answer. Orgy time. "Friends, I want to change this kingdom so that it will no longer be bound to mistaken tradition. I will take a stand. I will dispose of the lies and misconceptions, the false beliefs and empty ideas. We will have our lives." Nicely put, Roan. Nicely put. "I shall remain in the kingdom. My travels end here? Are you serious? We're losing Roan in exchange for Tio? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Really? But I love Roan. No! Oh God, why couldn't we switch out Elena? That drives me nuts, you guys. Okay, so I'm not trying to be triggered, but I have to fall back on some shit that I was saying before when I played Albert Odyssey, Legend of Eldian, that I hated that they removed Leos from the party. Well, I'll talk about that in a second. My beloved countrymen, our country has been without a flag for a long time. It has also been a long time since the people knew the true reason for this. We do have a flag, yet no one wanted it to be seen. It has been said secretly that our country hid the gate of darkness. Is he wearing earrings? Behind it was said to be sealed a terrible legion of darkness. That gate has finally been opened. However, the power was nothing more than a factory that makes meaningless robots. Robots to be used as weapons. Those seeking the power of darkness have already been driven away. The factory beyond the gate of darkness has been destroyed. Why was such a thing in this country? It is because we are the descendants of those who made Valmar their leader, their god. Why this all of a sudden? Your Highness, what should we do? Oh no. Oh good, they're talking.
界の姿をありのままの事実を受け止めなきゃいけないの。
Okay, are we outside? Okay, we are. All right, I want to take a second to expound further on a statement I was beginning to make that I'm a little salty, and I'm going to tell you why. So I hated it when Albert Odyssey, Legend of Eldine, did this crap where in the middle of the game, so that game was much shorter than this one. I'd say Albert Odyssey ran roughly 25 hours. I can't remember right now off the top of my head. Let's just say it was 25, even though it was probably a few hours less than that. In the middle of the fucking game, it removed one of the original characters and then replaced it with a new one, just to sort of, I guess, define what was chapter 1 or section 1 and then what was chapter 2 or section 2. And I hated that mechanic because the character that I felt Leos was replaced with, her name was Kia, I didn't think was nearly as interesting. I didn't think that she had as strong of a dynamic or relationship with the other party members. And in general, her entire existence and the conceptualization behind her was not as, in my opinion, well constructed as was that with Leos. So I'm a little agitated because I feel like, why remove Roan after 20 some hours? Just let him stay in our fucking party and give us the opportunity to switch him out with this fucking Tio person. I'm calling it right now. I'm 99% sure we're recruiting her, especially knowing that she saved us, you know, again in air quotes, and that she's referring to Merrick as master. I know she's what is going to take his place. I don't know. It drives me nuts. And I know it's not as big of a deal. I'm sure Tio is fine and she's great. And let's just say it's not even Tio and there's someone else that will take his place. I just hate that mechanic so incredibly much. And I guess it's not even a mechanic so much as it is just a feature that occasionally happens in games. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, look at this. We've got even remnants of you, Roan. I miss you already. Oh, it drives me nuts. Okay. Anyway, so let's look at the new item that we had picked up alongside a new book from the Claws of Valmar. We got a mana insignia, which I forgot to check out before we got into the fight with Melphis. So looking at this here, it cuts mana consumption by 15%, which is, that's pretty nice. I guess since I'm not going to have Roan anymore, Elena is now going to have to sort of be my support-focused character. Guys, I'm just very annoyed. I hate this. I hate it so much, and it doesn't help that I genuinely liked Roan. So losing a character you enjoy immensely feels a lot like ass. But it is what it is. Okay, you had a Mirage earring. But you know what? I guess let's just try it out, I suppose. I'll probably be casting a lot of mana. So I don't know, do we want to go back to... We've been using the demonic mana egg, but I guess I'll probably focus on using the holy egg. She'll just sort of, for now, I think, take Roan's spot. But we'll worry about powering up everything and dealing with all that shit later on. For now, let's just put on her things that we had on Roan. So he had Quake Blast Chant. He also had, God, I don't even remember. He was doing a lot of physical attacks also, so that's not going to work as well. I'll go ahead and give her the life up as well. Let's give her mentality, and as our last one, we could do this one, cuts IP recovery time after using magic. So that was also what Roan had. So let's just leave it at that. We'll worry about actually powering up stuff. Whoa, we don't have special or magic coins, so never mind. That is a totally moot point. So when we resume in our upcoming episode, we will just move forward. We'll see if we can talk to Roan and say goodbye, or at the very least figure out where it is that we next need to go. So thank you very much for watching, everyone. I am your host, Rabbit, and this is my playthrough of Grandia 2 Anniversary Edition. I'll see you very soon, my friends.